Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Richardson, and I'm the WCPW review guy. Have you ever noticed, like, whenever Dean Ambrose, like, whenever he's trying to attempt the Dirty Deeds, DDT, like, he does this thing where he gives for the double underhook, but he's trying to lock the hands, and then, oh no, they slipped out last second. But then when he does just execute it, he never even locks the hands, he just drops it. It's ridiculous. Anyways, this is the, what should I call it? I guess the August 10th. That's when I watched it, even though it came on the 11th and 12th as well. I'm going to go with 10th. The August 10th edition of Loaded, and this is the review, and yes, spoiler alert, this was better than last week's edition. So, yeah, really pumped about this. Let's get into it, shall we? Of course, Bradshaw and Kennedy are kicking things off on commentary. I was asked this past week, what I thought about Kennedy, and I'm like, apparently they don't watch my channel, obviously, because I'm always blowing the guy. But no, I think he's doing better each and every week. I know he has some detractors out there, but I don't know. I think he's definitely went above and beyond proving himself. And like I said, in my opinion, the top four is Shane and Bradshaw, Stryker and Kennedy. Like, those are the four. I think if schedules permit, if they change that up and switch them around and play musical chairs with those four, I'd be okay with that. Like, I really would. Like, I don't know, any of those four I'm happy with. So yeah, but they did great. They did great. I'm gonna say this right off the bat, and I don't know if it was just me or other people experience this. I watched it Thursday on the Extra, and I had a horrible time, especially there the first half hour of this thing, with horrible buffering. And at first I was like, well, maybe it's my connection. So then I went ahead and stopped it, and I went to YouTube and watched the video, and perfect. Went back, buffered. Stopped, went to the network, perfect. Went back to Extra, buffered. So even went to Twitch. I never get on Twitch, and I was like, well, shit, I may have to wait till tomorrow night to watch it. I went to Twitch to see if it works. Perfect. Went back to, of course, I was watching last week's Loaded, on Twitch because it wasn't up yet. But then I went back to Extra. It buffered so bad. Like, it literally, it would go for a minute or two, and then it would just buffer. And then it would break it. It's like, it was in the same, rhythm, too, because it'd be a minute, and then buffer. And then a couple seconds, buffer. It would do 3 buffers. And then, but it's like cloning Michael Buffer. And then just buffer, buffer, buffer. And then you get another minute and then buffer. And it was just it was so annoying. So I don't know. The only thing I can think of is maybe everybody was a ton of people was watching it and it was just making the site, lag or something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys had any issues, for the ones who watched it on Extra, if you guys had any issues with the buffering. Because like I said, I don't know. It was really hard for me to watch. I had to go back and watch the first 2 matches again, just because it was so bad. But honestly, when I got to a certain point, though, it did just clear up and it was good throughout. But sorry, I'm live. So yeah, there it is. But yeah, other than that, let's get to the actual event. First off, we kick things off with Drake and Angelico. And Helico, it doesn't matter. I'm saying Angelico. I'm white trash redneck from Bedford, so Bedford, Indiana, USA. I'm just gonna say Angelico. Drake, Angelico, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I just really wish they would bump Drake up further. I might know you gotta have winners, you gotta have losers, and once again, I hate 50-50 booking, so yeah, you gotta have the guys that always win, the guys that always lose. I just wish Drake wasn't in the latter there of always losing. I don't know, but as soon as Angelico came out, I'm like, well, they're not gonna stop Angelico's momentum going into the World Cup finals, obviously. So I was like, all right, fine. Let's have him beat Drake, and but honestly, Drake looked great here. He was really dominating early on. He went for the lung blower though early, and Angelico just caught him with a jumping kick. It was just it was like a drop kick with 1 foot. It's giant fucking kick. It's awesome. I can't get my leg up that high. Anyways, yeah, took him right down, and from there it was pretty academic. He kept going for the fall of the angels, and Drake kept sliding out. The whole thing was every time he get close to throwing him into the turnbuckle, Drake would weasel out somehow. However, on that last attempt, could not do it, and Drake took the turnbuckle, and that was it. 1, 2, 3, Angelico wins. So yeah, like I said, good match, and my boy Drake, I want to see him. He was so promising last year. He ran interference, took out Jay Lethal. Hitched his wagon to Prospect, and actually had a decent little run there, and then it was just over. And I was like, oh, come on. But I don't know. You know, you can turn it around. You can turn it around. That's this next guy. He turned it around. The next match is the internet title match. Travis Banks versus Gabriel Kidd. And yeah, this one starts off with a big brawl outside the ring, as most. There's always at least one match on WCPW card that's going to start outside. Like it's in the contract, I guess. And this was the one. These guys are battling out there. What I love about Gabriel Kidd, and first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't huge on it initially, and I'm coming around on it, is I do like the way now that he is adapting to everybody's style. They brought up in commentary like a while back ago, like how whenever it's a technical match, he tries to match it with him. When it's a strong style match, he tries to match it. High flying, he goes. So I like that. And here, he was literally trying to go blow for blow with that. Strong style, New Zealand, the Kiwi buzzsaw, trying to go, just kicks and everything with Travis Banks. And yeah, I really dug that. I thought that, it's really cool. I'm also kind of liking now that, and hopefully we're kind of getting away from the underdog champion. Because before it was like Gabriel Kidd's pulling off wins with just small packages or roll-ups or whatever. But past couple weeks, he's been winning clean with a running freaking, I don't know what he calls it. It's like running drop kick, front drop kick, run kick. I don't know. He runs and kicks him, and he picks up the win. But yeah, here, like I said, same thing. He hard fought battle between them, went back and forth. One brutal bump he took as he runs after Travis Banks in the corner. Banks decides kind of sidesteps and trips up Kidd. Kidd goes face first into a middle turnbuckle. It looked nasty as hell. However, Kidd pulls off the victory with that running kick, and yeah, retains the internet title. Here's the thing that was troubling for me. The crowd started booing. There were some audible boos, and I was like, "What? It's Gabriel Kidd? I don't get it. Like, I love this guy, and the fact that he's doing better. Like now, he's not just the underdog, whatever. Like now, they are trying to make him like a legitimate champion. Now he's getting the boos, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Either way, I'm still on the bandwagon. I'm still pulling for you, Kidd. But yeah, no. So hopefully, like I said, now we're kind of getting out of the whole. Oh, he's the underdog. He's always, he's not gonna walk away with the champion tonight. It's like, no, he's actually fighting back pretty good. So I mean, you're seeing the evolution. He's growing as a wrestler, and I like that. So, and the fact that he's adapting to everybody's style, it makes him look like he is more of a student of the game. He's able to, whatever situation he's put in, he's able to, adapt and react eventually. So yeah, no, really good match. Really liked it. Gabriel Kidd retains the internet title. So we are told at this point. There's where it gets a little weird. This is a segment that I'm just like, it's head scratcher. We were told there's a backstage brawl that just broke out between Joe Coffey and, not Joe Coffey, Primate and BT Gunn. You'll remember last week during the big 8-man no DQ tag match between Curb Crawlers and Prestige, that BT Gunn and Primate were the two that kind of broke off. They were brawling. Well, apparently this week they bumped into each other again and started fighting again. So camera crews are back there, and we catch them. I'm assuming the fight took place before the crew got there, but now they're like inside the octagon. There's an octagon cage. There's a lion's den cage just in the back, because sure, why not? There's a gym back there. We've seen it in other videos, so yeah, okay. They're fighting inside the octagon, and of course it's just a brawl, and of course they eventually break out of that, and then they start brawling through, the backstage area, and they're employing all kinds of weapons, even to the point where like Primate's sitting in a chair, and like BT Gunn grabs a coat hanger and fish hooks him, which was just awesome. So they keep fighting, going down the hall, and then they go to this door, and it opens up, and there's like another arena. And there's a boxing ring set up, and I was like, "What? Like, how big is this arena for one? We got a UFC boxing and pro wrestling setup all in one building. That's impressive. It really is." So they're fighting in this empty boxing arena right now, and just going at it. And eventually, Primate kind of gets the upper hand, throws BT into the ring, and then a referee shows up. Now I'm thinking initially, like, okay, security's here to break them up, but then Primate gets in the ring, spears BT Gunn, and the referee makes the 3 count. And I was like, what? And then he hands the hardcore title over the Primate, and it was apparently a hardcore match. And I was like, so why didn't anybody tell Bradshaw or Kennedy, like, hey, there's a hardcore match? Like, no, it was initially just a brawl, and then apparently they just, turned on the 24/7 rule, which, don't get me wrong, I griped about this a little bit on Twitter earlier and on YouTube, on both. On social media, I was just like outraged. And it wasn't really outrage, but I'm just being colorful here, but you know, I still like, you know, what? Like, it was never announced to be a match, and then it became a match, and it was like, we never even said the 24/7 rules in effect, and I'm all for 24/7 rule. Like, that was honestly my favorite time in the hardcore division. Like, I don't care how cheesy, you know, it turned out to be. It was fun to watch, and I even, like, wanted that to happen. I always said, with WCPW especially, I like the backstage stuff they do. I love the skits. I love everything they do backstage, because to me, that's what separates WCPW from everybody else. Like, yes, you can maybe see wrestling in any of these, you know, millions of, like, you know, indie promotions popping up everywhere. But we have the What Culture crew. We have those guys. So to see them interact backstage, and then of course you add, you know, our, you know, homegrown talent of WCPW, like Primate, who, you know, he's been involved in a bunch of these backstage skits, whether he's chasing Jack the Jobber around, or if Prospects is trying to trap him or whatever. So I'm okay with a 24/7 rule. I think that's great. Announce it. Like, maybe have a moment where, you know, Blompe is like, oh, by the way, 24/7 rule, hardcore title, it's in effect right now. Or maybe, like, what was the referee doing? Like, he just, like, was he to pick up the phone? Or like, hey, run down there to the boxing part of the building. Why? Primate and BT Guns fighting. Well, why? We have security to break them up? Yeah, but no, we got the 24/7 rule now. When? Hey, I'm your boss. Get down there. Officiate. All right. Is that how it went? Like, I don't know. I want to live in the world kayfabe, but you have to make the kayfabe make sense for me to live there. Right now, my world's crumbling around me, and I don't like it. So anyways, this is technically, you know, it's a match. It's a match. Unfortunately, if you look at it, you know, technically, the match didn't really get started until a referee shows up. So really, this was like a Goldberg-Lesnar match. Like, it was a one-spear overmatch. So out of the 5 matches, I'm going to rank this my least favorite. Not saying I didn't enjoy the brawl. The entire thing was great. And had they told me ahead of time, hey, hardcore title's on the line in this brawl, it would have been different. I could have been like, yeah, this is a hardcore match. But the fact that, like, I'm literally sitting at home going, what the hell? I actually literally, like, I was like, I ain't going to live tweet during this at all. And I had to. I was just like, I got to fucking say something. Like, does anybody else know what's going on? Of course, at that point, I knew everybody already watched it because I was buffering to get there, so it took me forever to get there. So I knew at this point, like, everybody watched it. Maybe there was an announcement of it. No, it's like everybody's like, guess so. Must be. It's like, guess so. So anyways, yeah, my least favorite match. But once again, I'm not taking anything away from Primate or BT Gun. They put on a hell of a brawl, and once again, it is enjoyable. But if I'm ranking matches, then obviously the 10-second boxing ring, hardcore spear over Primate wins the title match, it's not getting any higher on the list there. So I got to award my least favorite. I'm sorry to do that. Still, enjoyable segment. I just give me a skit. Just give me a little 30-second clip on YouTube where they're like, oh, by the way, 24/7 rules in effect. Boom. That's it. That's all I want. So anyways, picking up backstage skit, we go back now. Blampier's in his office, and in comes Gabriel Kidd, our current internet champion. Pretty cleaned up after he just had a match. Like, literally, that hardcore match wasn't that long at all. Like, the entire segment wasn't that long. So, like, literally, Kidd's already showered and changed his clothes. It's all live, guys. Anyway, so he comes in there, and he's just like, he got a favorite ass. And, of course, Blampier's like, you know what? We got a whole list of people, once I shot the internet title, and Kidd's like, yeah, but I want to go higher than this. And of course, he wants to insert himself into the already made ladder match between Jay Lethal and El Ligero for the Magnificent 7 briefcase. And of course, he states his argument. He's like, I've been on a pretty good win streak lately. I'm climbing up the ladder. He goes, I really want to climb that ladder, grab that briefcase, put me in a match. And Blampier was just like, yeah, sure. Throw it in there. I'm gonna go through the show chronologically, and then I'll give my entire feelings on this ladder match coming up at the end. So yeah, but that was it right there. Yeah, Kids now, and that's a triple threat ladder match for the Magnificent 7 briefcase. We got Jay Lethal, El Ligero, and now Gabriel Kidd. So now moving on. Now it is tag title time. Tag titles are on the line. It's Kings of the North versus War Machine. Oh my, I ain't gonna lie. It was a toss-up between this and the main event for my match of the night. And honestly, it could have gone either way, and this did not get it. But I want you to know right now that this match was phenomenal. I effing loved it. We get things going. War Machine dominates pretty early on, as they tend to do. However, because I've only seen Kings of the North once, and I was really impressed with them in that tag gauntlet match that they had. And so I was really looking for this match, but things kicked off. I was like, man, this is just going to be a squash match, isn't it? And no, Kings of the North surprised me. They actually fought back and really brought to War Machine, which I really liked. One of my favorite little moments was they had both members of the Kings North down in the corners, and War Machine was just running circles, and every time they'd come to the Kings, they would just knee him in the face, and then they keep running. Dude, they did that for like 30 seconds to a minute straight, and I was like, holy shit, it never got old. It never got old. Like, I think the crowd got tired of it, and I was still like, yeah, no, keep going. Bam! Oh, it was freaking awesome. Another little funny moment was they had both of the Kings kind of in one corner, and I think it was Hanson goes for like a Bronco Buster, like a double Bronco Buster on both of them. It was like, oh, dude, that is awesome. However, Kings of the North do fight back and really bring the fight to him, trying to get him separated. And even when they got like Rowe, I think is, I think Rowe's the smaller of the two, they get Rowe knocked out. They're taking the fight to Hanson, who's a beast of a man. Like Rowe's no, sprout at all, but like still. They're both monsters, but definitely Hanson's the bigger of the two, and they're really bringing the fight to him, which was just incredible. One of my favorite moments is that they get behind and lift him up, and the other King runs, bounces off the rope, hits like this insane like clothesline. It turns into like an elevated German suplex, and it's one of those things where I was like, "There's no way War Machine's going to lose the tag titles." But as the match was going on, I was like, "Well, shit! Like WCPW's done this before. I mean, Kirby only had a 1-week title run." Oh my God, this could actually happen, and it was looking like Kings of the North could pull it off. However, War Machine fight back, and then eventually they come back, and they end up hitting that elevated like toss-up catch power slam thing. War Machine wins. War Machine wins, recaptures or retains the tag title. So yeah, War Machine wins it. Awesome match, like seriously a solid tag team match. I really loved it. So and we can see them they're still doing their crazy like handspring bounce backs, fucking top rope. It's insane. They really are just like, they're like cruiserweights in there. It is impressive. So we go backstage now. Blancpain's still sitting in the office, and in comes Jay Lethal, who's a little tore up. And I'm not gonna lie, I totally agree with him, because I'm like, this match between you and Ligero, like the one-on-one encounter, we will just never get again. Every time, like last time they met, it was a triple threat instead of the one-on-one. And then of course now we get the ladder match, which I'm like, yeah, but then kids add to it. So he's tore up, but he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. And he leaves. And of course, Blancpain's like, all right. But he comes back. He's like, you know what? And add that guy who keeps attacking me after my matches. I'm going to settle all my scores in one match, which I do love that. And I was like, yes. Of course, he referred to Drake. And I was like, all right, let's throw Drake in there. Drake has no chance of winning, unfortunately. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm voting for Drake at this point. I love Drake. It ain't gonna happen. But anyways, so Drake's involved now. So now it's a fatal 4-way. And so Lethal leaves. The door opens again, and of course Blancpain's like, what, Jay, what? But it's not Jay Lethal. It's Rampage. Just staring an icy cold stare right into Blancpain's soul. He knows what he wants, and he's like, alright, you're added to the ladder match as well. Fatal 5-way ladder match for that the Magnificent 7 briefcase. So yeah, Rampage add to the list first. So right now we got Lethal, Ligero, Drake, Kid, and Rampage. So right there, fatal 5-way. Time for our main event. World title on the line. World title match. Joe Hendry versus Marty Scurll. Marty won his number 1 contender match last week to earn a spot here, and of course Hendry came out to take him down with the belt afterwards, and of course didn't work at all, and Marty scared him off with the umbrella, and now he's looking at the title. Could this be it? Could this be his night? We'll see. So Hendry comes out. He comes out with his own umbrella. It looks like a beach umbrella, and it's just hilarious. Like I love it. But he gets in there, gets on the mic, and dude, like the crowd just hates him. Like I love it. Like, you know what I love about it is like he's not trying to be the cool heel. He's not going NWO DX style with it. No, he's like, no, I hate everybody out there, and I just want to win, and just me. And it does come off like, no, I hate this guy in the ring. I love that. That's the way heel should be. So anyways, Marty comes out, and they mix it up right then and there. Early on, they start fighting outside, and at one point, Marty throws him into the outside barricade, and he runs right into him, and like excuse me, I eat some breakfast. I ate some French toast sticks before I started doing this, and now I just got like indigestion. Like French toast sticks and soda. This is why I'm chunky as fuck. Because my breakfast. It's a breakfast. That's what I eat for breakfast. Now I'm all burpy. Anyways, the barricade comes up off the thing. I was like, my God, like one of these days, that's happened like 2 or 3 times now. One of these days, that barricade is just gonna flip over. like fucking the Semi and Dark Knight, just going all the way over, and when it does, and like take out like 10 people. But anyways, right there, boom, hits him, hard hitting action to get back in the ring. And whenever and oh my god, these guys were hitting each other. Like a lot of times, I was like, my god, like are they shooting on each other right now? Like literally, it looked that brutal. Of course, the Squirrel keeps going for the fingers, started breaking them. I just love that we have a crowd that will really, like, they want to see someone get their fingers broke, which is a pretty heelish thing when you think about it. And when someone protects their fingers, they boo that guy. They're like, boo, pussy. Get your fingers broke. And then, of course, when he gets his finger broke, everybody's like, oh, you sick fuck. It's insane. It really is a crazy emotion that we go through there. Anyways, he finally does get the finger break, and it is... I don't care. Every time that finger gets snapped, dude, I wince. Like, I don't know how he does it. How's he doing that exactly? I don't know. Is he really breaking their fingers? Because that's fucked up. Oh, my God. I don't know. Every time I watch it, I literally do this number in my chair. It's insane. Anyways, match start comes in. Ref takes a bump, goes down. And Henry goes out. First he's like, I'm going to use the belt. But he's like, nah, I'll use the umbrella. Goes with their umbrella. Marty has his umbrella. And they swing at the same time. And bam, they blast each other and they both go down. Referee wakes up, sees them both laid out, sees the umbrellas. And he's just like, fuck it. Throw the match out. Double DQ, no contest, it's over. And boy, is he met with some boos. Like, talk about the boos. Oh, he hears them right there. So he is booed, boom, that's it. It ends in a double DQ. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I looked online, dude, everybody's pissed. Everybody's crying. I read the comments at the bottom there, the match. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, no DQ. Oh my God, what happened? This is another shit finish. I loved it. Because here's the thing. Hey, we got all these big main eventers in WCPW going at it in the ladder match. Like, Hendry is going after Marty right now. Let's keep bringing that out. We'll draw that. I knew it wasn't going to be the end of the feud. Come on, like, that'd be ridiculous. And this is the best way to do it. You didn't want to see, like, Hendry win like a roll-up with a hand on tights or whatever, and then Marty getting another rematch. No. At this point, going into, hopefully it'll be stacked, we'll actually be like, no, guess what? You've never beat Marty Scurll, and guess what? To make sure that, this doesn't happen again, we're going to put a stipulation on it, whether it be a cage match or a no DQ match or a triple stacked cage ready to rumble match. It's going to happen one of these days, guys. Just bear with me on that. Anyways, no, I was good at the ending. I love the ending of it. I think it's just a great ending because, once again, this is loaded. This is loaded. If they were ending pay-per-views like this, then yeah, I'd be like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. This is loaded. You can end loaded like this, everybody. Calm the fuck down, people. Ridiculous. No, I'm can't wait to see more of this feud continue. It is crazy. It's hard. It's crazy to think that we're getting behind Marty Scurll because he's not really a good guy. He's a bad guy. His name is the villain. He breaks people's fingers and he cheats throughout his matches. But I guess he's the lesser of two evils. I guess so. We're on his side because literally. You don't want Hendry to win. I don't want Hendry to win. I know Marty won't do it, but I hope he beats him. Like the Mark side of me, just like go Marty, make him tap out that chicken wing. Almost had it. He almost had it this past week, but yeah. So there it is. My match tonight. It was a toss up between this and tag titles. And at first, I threw it to the tag titles. I was like, well, I did have that, or I had a double DQ finish, but I was like. But it was necessary. Like, you had to have that to go on to the next thing. So, no, I was like, fuck it. No, this is it. This is my match of the night right here. So, yeah, there you have it, guys. That was loaded. And we end things back in Blancpain's office, and out comes Primate into his office. Just grunting. And, of course, Blancpain is like, I don't know what you want. What are you saying? And, of course, he finally indicates that, he's like, oh, you want added to the ladder match as well. You're added. 6-way ladder match for the Magnificent 7 briefcase. Gabriel Kidd, El Ligero, Jay Lethal, Drake, Rampage, Primate. Oh my god. Like, all the curb crawlers pretty much are in there. And that brings me to the next point. So then I'm like, here's the thing with these people. Like, Primate and Kidd being added especially. Like, I'm all for, expanding this ladder match. But I'm like, if this is going to be this is going to be loaded next week. Never mind. I forgot about that. It's going to be loaded. It's not going to be stacked. All right, yeah, no, fuck it. I redact my... I don't have a whole argument how, Kidd should be defending the title and Primate should be defending the title, but it's going to be next week on loaded. So, yeah, I'm not even worried about the... Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Forget it. I had a whole 5-minute rant built up about how Kidd should be defending his title and Primate should be defending his title and not be going after the briefcase. Defend your title of honor. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I rescind it because it's next week. Next week. Awesome. But I do think that Kirby is going to be inserted in the match. Because right off the bat, I was just thinking like, wow, it's a Magnificent 7 briefcase. We're already up to 6. Why not add a 7th one? And really, if you think about Kirby, he got screwed out of his briefcase. Like if anybody has an actual argument to be inserted into this match instead of just grunting and pointing or saying, hey, I'm winning a lot of matches, put me in there, or just staring at the guy and be like, hey, you know what I want. Kirby's just like, no, I got shafted on my match. Fucking got shafted. So yeah, I want the thing. I want in. And they're gonna be like, all right, you're in. But the fun thing was, if anybody who has extra saw the episode of Reloaded, and that's where the new Adam sits down and he talks to different people about the past week of Reloaded. And this week he had King Ross and Jack the Jobber on there. When they asked Jack the Jobber who do you want to win that ladder match, he's like Martin Kirby, and they just kind of look at him and he's like, wait, who's in the match again? And they're like, everybody else but him. He's like, oh, well, I don't want him then. It's like, did he just kind of spoil the fact that he's going to be entered in the Magnificent 7 ladder match? Either way, though, I think he'd be a perfect fit to this. Let's get it's just carnage. Let's get this train wreck going. I hope Kirby gets re-entered. I'm not saying he has to win it. I just think from a kayfabe standpoint, if anybody has a legitimate gripe about, going after that briefcase, it should be Martin Kirby. Once again, I don't think he should win it. I think throw him in there and then get him feuding with somebody inside the thing. I don't know, whether it be Drake or El Ligero again. Like I want to see more El Ligero, Martin Kirby. Like now that it has more of a serious edge to it, I think it's a really good feud. Who do I want to win the briefcase thing? Well, I think it's always better when a heel is holding like a Money in the Bank thing, because it just seems like they're going to cash in at the most ridiculous time. So I mean, part of me is like, I want to see Ligero retain. Although out of those 7, who likes to see face Joe Hendry? Jay Lethal. Like I would love to see Jay Lethal versus Joe Hendry. But I have to wait and see, I guess. Like I said, there's so many different. It won't be Drake. It's unfortunate, but it won't be Drake. I want Drake to win it. Drake would be great to win it, but it won't happen. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go Jay Lethal unless Kirby gets thrown in there, and then I'll be rooting for Kirby. Even though knowing he probably won't win it, I'll still root for Kirby because I'm a curb crawler. I'm a curb crawler. I don't know, I was late to the party, but guess what? I'm in the party now and I love it. So anyway, so there you guys have it. That was this week in Loaded. What did you guys think about the episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, stick around, guys, because here in about, 45 minutes to an hour, I'll also be uploading the top 10 for this week. So yeah, and we got some changes. So god damn it, I really need to change my dieting habits. This is ridiculous. I'm just getting bloateder and. Yeah, it's coming up. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be this weekend. We'll finish up with the top 10. And then, yeah, tune in next week for another episode of Loaded. And Stack's coming up soon, the World Cup final. Like, it's literally getting freaking awesome at this point. So, I mean, like I said, this month alone, at least in August, it's going to be phenomenal. So, yeah, and once again, after each event, come back here because I'll be holding the reviews for you. So that's all I got. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already. Show this video that thumb and love, and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. It's all down there. No, it's not over there. It's not there. It's over here. Yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.